A massive armored truck exploded in the middle of downtown Chicago at exactly 11:43 p.m. Flames lit up the entire street while cash floated through the air like snow. Pedestrians screamed and ran for cover as car alarms echoed through the city. Within minutes, police flooded the area and discovered something strange sitting across the street. One of the robbers was calmly sitting on a bench covered in blood with a duffel bag full of money beside him. He wasn't trying to escape. He just kept repeating the same sentence over and over again. They set me up, my own crew set me up. But the craziest part was the robbery hadn't even officially started yet. 3 weeks earlier, one of Chicago's most feared robbery crews secretly reunited after disappearing for almost 5 years. They were known as the Black Vultures. Unlike most gangs, they followed strict rules. No innocent people hurt. No reckless violence. Their robberies were clean, organized, and almost impossible to trace. Law enforcement across several states had spent years trying to catch them but never gathered enough evidence. The crew had 4 members. Marcus Reed was the leader and strategist who planned every move weeks ahead. Vince Moretti was the legendary getaway driver known for escaping police helicopters through narrow side streets. Luis Ortega was a quiet but brilliant safecracker who specialized in bypassing security systems without triggering alarms. And finally, Daniel Price, the youngest member of the crew, was known for being loyal no matter what. Their new target was huge, over $12 million in unregistered casino money being transported through Chicago by a private armored convoy connected to organized crime. If the robbery worked, every member planned to disappear forever and start over somewhere overseas. Before the operation began, Marcus reminded everyone of the rules. No civil, everyone agreed. At least that's what Marcus believed. The robbery night arrived during a violent thunderstorm. Rain hammered the empty streets while lightning flashed above the skyline. The crew waited inside an abandoned parking garage overlooking the convoy's route. Marcus watched through binoculars. 2 escort vehicles. 1 armored truck. Same schedule as always. Vince started the engine of the stolen delivery van while Luis prepared a portable EMP device designed to disable the convoy's electronics for exactly 90 seconds. Daniel sat silently in the back sweating heavily. Marcus noticed immediately. "You good?" he asked. Daniel nodded too quickly. "Yeah, just nervous." The convoy approached the intersection. 3, 2, 1. Luis activated the EMP. Instantly, the armored truck stalled in the middle of the street. Traffic lights shut off. Cameras died. Nearby buildings briefly lost power. The crew moved perfectly. Marcus and Luis rushed forward and attached magnetic charges to the truck's rear locking system while Vince blocked traffic with the van. Everything looked smooth. Too smooth. Marcus suddenly realized something felt wrong. No guards exited the truck. No panic. No movement. "That's not right," Marcus whispered. Before anyone could react, black SUVs stormed into the intersection from every direction. Spotlights flooded the street. Federal agents jumped out with rifles raised. "FBI. Don't move." Chaos exploded instantly. But the first shots didn't come from the FBI. They came from inside the crew's own van. Marcus turned in shock. Daniel was firing wildly through the back doors. "You sold us out," Marcus shouted. But Daniel looked terrified. "I didn't know they'd be here," he yelled back. The entire operation collapsed within seconds. Luis vanished into a nearby alley while Vince slammed the van into 2 FBI vehicles trying to clear an escape route. Marcus dragged Daniel behind cover as bullets shattered windows across the street. Then came the explosion. The armored truck erupted into flames so violently it shook nearby buildings. The blast launched Marcus across the pavement while money scattered through the air. Smoke swallowed the intersection. Sirens screamed from every direction. And somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, Vince disappeared. Hours later, Marcus woke up handcuffed to a hospital bed under FBI guard. Across from him sat FBI agent Evelyn Cross. Without saying a word, she placed a photograph beside him. It showed Vince dead. Marcus stared silently. "That's impossible," he muttered. Vince was driving. Agent Cross leaned forward. "That's what we wanted you to believe." Marcus frowned in confusion before she finally revealed the truth. There was never any casino money inside the armored truck. The entire convoy had been fake. For 6 months, federal investigators had been tracking a secret network of corrupt agents laundering millions through fake evidence transfers. The Black Vultures were never the real target. They were bait, connected to illegal money transfers across several states. Some agents were arrested immediately while others disappeared before authorities could reach them. Luis Ortega was never found. Daniel entered protective custody after agreeing to testify against the corrupt network. Marcus accepted a reduced prison sentence in exchange for information, but before entering federal custody, he gave Agent Cross one final warning. If Vince survived, he's not running away. Cross asked what he meant. Marcus smiled slightly. Vince never leaves loose ends. 3 months later, a private banker in Miami vanished after withdrawing $8 million tied to the stolen accounts. 2 nights after that, security cameras captured a black sedan parked outside Daniel's safe house for exactly 11 minutes before disappearing into the night. No fingerprints. No witnesses. No license plate. Then investigators found something chilling inside the abandoned car. A single silver chain hanging from the rearview mirror. Vince's chain. But Vince himself was gone. Again.